What up? It's your boy DJPK, and we are back with another mailbag. So we got another mailbag item today, and it's should be something cool. As you've noticed, we've got the TV up because we're gonna need to check its functionality, and let's just do it live on the video. Without further ado, drum roll. It actually fit in the bag this time. You can't even see his face. Alright, let's get in here. This should be mailbag 4. In case you missed the other ones. I don't know if there's that big of a draw to go back and check them, but it could be fun. So if you want, there are 3 other mailbags. I recently got a super cool figure in the mail from a good friend, Gunnarsson. Another live shout out. Thank you so much. It was super generous and awesome, and I didn't deserve it. Thank you so much. Alright, let's check out this next item. Got my short katana. I'm just stupid. Alright, let's open this. How do I open this? Where is the lid? Yeah, can you just cover everything with tape so I can't see it? Thank you. Okay, it looks like... they covered like they got one of those like pull tabs. Crap. You know, like the tabs that you like pull up out of a hole. They got one of those, but they completely taped over it, so I cannot freaking pull it open. I can't even see where like the creases on the lids are because they taped every corner. There we go. It smells like old newspaper. I'm sure every one of you guys knows that smell. Come on. Okay. What the crap? Ugh. There we go. Before I reveal it, leave your comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think it is. You might be able to make a good guess. Okay. Da 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 da. It's the Famicom version 2. If anyone played the NES back in America, you might be familiar with this. We also had the Gen 2 come out, and it looks the exact same. Interesting. It has this strange controller ports. Is this I'm gonna have to check this out. I'm not certain, but it could be the same ports that the NES, the American NES, used. I don't know. Sorry, I'm really confused because if I'm not mistaken, usually the Famicom had a different kind of port on the front of it. Like it was more elongated, but anyways, that's not a good sound. Yeah, I bought a junk item, so I don't know if it's going to work at all or not. It could need to be opened and stuff. I'm definitely going to clean it when I get the chance, but rattling is not always a good sign. I really hope that that is a piece of plastic and not a piece of metal, because that, if it's a piece of metal, it can like a screw or something that fell out, it could make a contact and it could fry something. Don't know. But without further ado, let's go ahead and check it out and see if it works. Right. Anyways, you guys should be familiar with this. I saw this a couple of times in America in the wild. To be honest, I hated it. I hate the design. I really, really liked the original American NES. I thought it was a cool design. I think the original Famicom in Japan is also a cool design. It's looking at it now, it's not terrible, but when I was younger, I really hated the design. I thought it looked really stupid. It's not terrible, but I still don't prefer it. But these are the kind of console of choice. Like if you're a retro gamer, because the original Famicom did not have an adapter, like it had an antenna adapter, like, you know, the old ones where you have to screw them into the back of the TV, like the little prongs that slide up and you screw them in. That's what it had. And so there was no way to like really, like, people have modded those old units by like soldering in pieces and stuff like that so that you can use the I always forget, switch up composite and component. Composite? I think it's composite. Maybe it's component. I can't remember. I always mix those. But anyways, can this help me? Can you help me? Let's see. No, you can't. Okay, thanks. Thanks, Japanese TV. I was hoping it wrote it on the back, but it didn't. Anyways, they've modded them so that, and you can get them pretty cheap also, but the controllers are like, I guess they're internally installed. They're not like soldered to anything, so if you open the system, you can like unhook them from the inside if you needed to replace one, but you can't just like unplug them from the, like this one has it where you can plug them and unplug them like we all know in America, but the original Famicom did not have that ability. They were like hard, like installed into it with like I forget what they called those. It's kind of like the ribbon cables and stuff like that. You plug them into stuff inside the computer, basically. But yeah, so it has severe hardware limitations, and so it makes it really difficult to play them on modern TVs, for example, or to even capture the video gameplay like I do. So I opted to get this one because it's easier and it's vanilla. I don't have to worry about modding an actual original device or having to worry about getting jank controllers installed into it. I can swap out controllers, so that's why I chose this one. Anyways, oh, let me connect this before I do something stupid. Put it in the chair, and now we're gonna go for the power. This, I did a little research. The Super Famicom and the Famicom in Japan use the same power adapter. So I got this super cheap because they're still trying to ask quite a bit. Like the price of this with like all the components is the same price as a Famicom Mini. So you know, like the NES Mini that has like HDMI support and stuff like that. It's the same price. So it's about $40 to $60, and so I figured, I it's tempting, and I'd like to play around with those. I'll buy a mini when the price severely drops, but it's it's an emulator. It doesn't have original hardware. It's dang good emulation, but it's not perfect emulation. Whereas this will perfectly emulate the games the way they were intended to play. It's hardware emulation, so it's the original hardware, so it's going to be flawless. But the other one might have just a like the game might actually operate a little differently from what it originally would have. Maybe the character moves a little faster or whatever. That's the idea. So that's why I'm shying away from having a pure emulator that Nintendo made. But anyways, you can use the power adapters. Warning, do not, if you order one of these online and take it back to America, do not plug in your Super Nintendo or your Nintendo power adapter. Japan and America have different power settings. And so if America's much stronger, our power is much stronger. I'm not going to get into the volts and wattage and whatnot, but it is stronger, and you will fry your device. The adapters are set differently to convert the house electricity. And so not only is the house electricity different, but the adapter is also different. So you will fry your unit. So make sure if you buy a Japanese console that you get the Japanese adapters. And there's plenty of resources online for you to, like, if you're worried about, like, do I have the right adapter? Because sometimes you'll go to like a junk shop or a secondhand shop, and maybe you have to pick out your own adapter. That way you can just read on the back of the adapters and see what's the correct voltage and wattage and whatever. Anyways, just be safe. All right, so is this on, or did it turn itself off? You butthole. Wake up. There we go. Fun fact, in Japan, their TVs operate off of this interesting technology that we do not. In America, they've got these BCAS cards or whatever. I don't know if that just stands for B cassette or B card or whatever. But they're these they look like credit cards, but they're essentially similar to like SIM cards that you put in your phone. They've got those little metal contacts on them or whatever. Well, you actually plug them into your TV. Maybe you've seen them before, like if you've bought a monitor or a TV in America, sometimes they might have weird peripherals that we never ever use. Well, they use this for to get certain channels, kind of like paid TV, like cable TV or whatever. And so this card allows you to decipher those signals. So I thought it was pretty interesting because we definitely do not use this in America. But I think it's an interesting point, fun fact. All right, anyways, I have to try Earthbound first. It's Mother 1 in all of its beautiful glory. Let's christen this. I don't smell smoke. Let's see. What's that? Oh, hold on. Am I not giving this power? Did I stupidly not plug this in? I stupidly didn't plug this in. Hold on. Oh, it's plugged in here. Is that good enough? Maybe it's not. Let's plug it in over here. Over cheer. Two wild and crazy kids. Alright. Okay. Alright, let's go. Well, it seems to be receiving the signal from my other devices, but I don't know if this is actually sending out a signal. Does not seem like it's actually sending a signal to the TV, though, however. Right. It could be the game. I've never tested that game before. It's brand new. I just opened it. So let's check another game. That's why I brought all these games out. I don't know. I don't think it's actually powering on, to be honest. What just happened? Did this just turn off? You freaking... No, it's still on. Well, let's try just saying screw all the bells and whistles. Let's just go ahead and try to plug it directly into the TV. I hate S-Video. It's so unnerving because you always feel like you're freaking breaking it when you shove it into the hole. Well, I'm beginning to think that this unit might be broken. because it does not seem to be showing anything. I'm not seeing any response to the TV at all. Well, that's disappointing. Let me try one thing. Alright, I'm gonna try a wild shot in the dark. Oh, let's see if this works. Doubt it will, but... I don't know if this will work with it or not. This is for the N64. I can't find where I lost my Super Nintendo or my Super Famicom original connector. Okay, is this on? It's on, okay. Well, let's change the input. What is that? Is that one? Video. So unnerving. Oh, here, let me put this in this other one. Ooh. Well, at least this is showing a sign of life, though. Is it gonna play the sound? Let's turn that audio up and find out. Well, it's got the picture. Is it still not? Back to the red, huh? Well, it looks like it should be playing. It's showing the freaking picture. That's the most beautiful sound I've ever heard. Dude, I'm about to drop a bar. No, I don't got it. Dude, I'm so excited right now. Alright, so now that we know that it's freaking working, okay, we're gonna unhook it. And we're gonna try to throw it through my freaking... I've got my Retro Tink for some reason, you know, like, I don't know why it wasn't displaying through the RetroTink, but apparently it was having some issues. I don't know if it was the S video, like I'm using a special S video adapter that I use for my Super Nintendo and stuff like that. Maybe that was giving it issues. Maybe the signals were too, I don't know, but this should work now. Is it me, or does that sound better? Like, does that sound like a better quality sound? I feel like it does. I feel like it's actually... Yeah. Yeah, you're probably like saying, well, like, dude, what's up with the colors? Sometimes the RetroTink, like, will choose an auto setting that is not, like, appropriate for the I think it's still off on this one. Okay, I'm assuming that's the correct color palette from here. It's kind of looks a little wonky, but they'll sometimes choose the incorrect like signal output, and then as you can see it pops up with a grayscale. But let's check the filters on this. You got your retro filter, so like if you've got a thing for those old school scan lines, you can auto kind of like generate those scan lines. I think this is pure vanilla, and then this one should be the smoothing, where it kind of like smooths out the pixels a little bit. Scan lines, pixel. Yeah, it actually looks kind of nice, honestly. Sometimes, like, when it smooths it out, it kind of, like, it doesn't look bad, but then at the same time, like, if you're really familiar with the character designs and stuff like that, you're like, it looks a little wonky. But I guess with a game that if you've never played it before, it might be better. Like, it really smoothed out the edges on, like, the text on here. And the earth is less blocky. It looks nice, I think. I'd like to load up the game so I can see what the characters look like. But I think it's not bad. The smoothing filter is good. I'm kind of big on vanilla, though. I kind of really like having... let me turn this down. Blowing everyone's eardrums out. I kind of really like just having the whole original appearance, but, you know, different strokes for different folks. So since we got that working, let's go ahead and take it out. Let's go ahead and put Rockman back in there and see if we can get Mega Man 1 to give us some juicy beats. Come on now. Quit playing games with my heart. Quit playing games with my heart. Probably just need to go in here and hit the freaking game cartridge with some freaking isopropage. Come on. There we go. Does it really load without any music? Do I have to press start for it to play a sound? That's odd. Well, I don't have any controllers. You know, if you guys feel compelled and can get me some controllers, they're not cheap. But I need to get myself some controllers. Can I learn how to turn this thing off? It's really discombobulating doing it upside down. And you know we gotta get in here with some Kirby. This is actually a Kirby song, if you didn't know. They have a Kirby song, and it teaches you how to draw Kirby. Let's see what this looks like. Smooth filter. Got the retro scan lines, like you're playing on a tube TV. This is vanilla. This is smooth filter. It doesn't look bad, man. Dude, that looks good. I really like what it does. Sorry, I know I'm flipping back and through. But I really like what it does to the text. It really cleans up the text. And the text looks a lot smoother. Dude, I love it. Alright, guys. Well, we see that it works, which is fantastic. It means I can get back on some of those. I've got so many Famicom games that I want to play YOLOs on and playthroughs on. But now I finally can. My old Fami clone crapped out on me, so I really was hurting to get one of these, but I can't pay too much for it, and they're asking quite a bit, and I really at the moment can't justify dropping like $40 to $60 on something that I don't really need. But I was able to get this one for like 20 bucks, but it had no peripherals, so no power adapter, no antenna adapter, no controllers or anything. So I've been trying to check some junk bins and stuff like that, seeing if I can get some on the cheap. Talking like, a couple of dollars or something like that. But if you check on Yahoo auction sites and stuff like that, you might get a controller for like $15, which is a travesty because it's like almost the price that I paid for the console. So I'm really trying to get some junk controllers. Even like they've got some that are like pretty ugly, but like there's things where like you can order new face plates for the controllers and stuff like that and make it look nice again. But I'm really trying to save some money at the moment, but this is awesome. So hopefully if I can find a controller in the junk section, or Steve, here's looking at you, if you can find one while you're out and about, I can get back to making some Famicom YOLOs. But as always, if you like what I do, give me a like, share, subscribe. Please give me some recommendations. I don't know all the games in the world, and there are some I'm sure to have missed. And if you got some requests, I love doing request videos for people. So if you got anything, let me know in the comment section below. And as always, love, peace, and Afro grease. And I'm out of here.